All right, one second.
Okay, we're live.
We live and we back in the fed. How y'all doing today? Welcome back. This is episode 3. We know the power of the numbers 369. And today we're going to be talking about something wonderful. And if you don't know what growth zones that you are in, we're going to share with those with you today.
Yeah. And don't mind my grapefruit. I'm eating a late night snack.
Hey, eat your fruits. If you ain't eating your fruits, what you really doing?
Yeah, I need to stay hydrated.
We got a nice heart up here. If you don't know how big your heart is, this is kind of like a normal size heart. This is kind of cool. Comes apart. Some anatomy. There's a little heart fat. This fat right here.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of heart fat.
Pericardium.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Comes off of here. Take it apart. Shows like the arteries, the valves, and things in that sense. Look at that.
That was very useful during the cardiac unit and anatomy in medical school. Very useful.
You know me? I give the best gifts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. It's almost like the size of your fist. You feel me? Pretty cool. There's another one too. I forgot what body part is it? Or organ is it? You remember?
I don't know.
But yeah. You gotta have a heart. I'm gonna put that heart right there. Marley loves playing with that. She playing with it all the time, all day. 1 second. Oh, what is it right here? All right. That's old. So yeah, today, like we said, we're gonna be talking about grow zones and figuring out actually what grow zone that you're in and how and what you can start growing in your areas. Our grow zone, we're in Ohio, so we're in grow zone. We're gonna get there to show y'all some of the grow zones that we're in and the things that we can grow in our location and the different things that you can grow in your location. But it also varies due to there are some hardy plants that you may only think grows in tropical areas, but they also can grow in colder, hardier areas due to the different type of genetics that the plants have become prone to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good show. We appreciate y'all for pulling up, and let's get to it. So we're gonna start off sharing our screen, and we're gonna show y'all what site to go to, so y'all can go to this site as well, and you can figure out what grows on to go to. And we also gonna share some other things with y'all too. Kind of do it. Let me see.
So I'm putting a pin message that says type in your grow zone in the chat. So if you don't know it now, you'll know it by the end of this.
Yeah, put your grow zone in the chat. We'll go share this real quick. Share this real quick.
So we're sharing the grow zone.
Grow zone, and then we're gonna start from the top. Share a little bit about it, and go on.
So first, this website is treevitalize.com. That's
Yep.
where we're getting this information. And this is the zone 1 map. So this is basically all of the zones. Let's start with this. This is all of the zones. So they go 1A through 13B.
Mm-hmm.
And so this map is color coded. But we're going to take them one by one and go through each one.
Oh, in the corner like that, but it don't show us in the corner. And one of the things about the zones, oh, there you go. So one of the things about the zones is the lower the number, the more brisker and colder that it is. And so if you're at a low number, it's cold. If you're at a higher number, it's warmer. So the grow zones go from zone 1 all the way to zone 13. And this is just in America. And America goes all the way down. Well, from this standpoint, in this map, it only gives what you see. You see what you get right here. And so these are the grow zones that you get right here. You feel me? Ucha, my brother. Ucha.
Yeah, because this is the USDA.
Mm-hmm.
What does that stand for? United States Drug Administration?
No, United States Department of Agriculture.
Oh. Oh, that's the FDA.
Yeah.
Federal Drug
administration. Yeah. This
Oh,
is
this is the United States Department of Agriculture.
yes, you
They the
yes.
same if you really look down to put the
Yes, they
info.
are. So one of the things that you got to know is that one of the things about the governments and these government organizations, they do put good information out there. It's just that you just have to find the tools to utilize them, and so you just use them best as you can. So they putting data out here like this for you to use. You feel me? And so you just got to take the good and leave everything else. You feel me? And so we're gonna get moving, grooving with this first grow zone. What grow zone are y'all in? Drop y'all grow zone on the bottom. Drop y'all grow zone on the bottom. One love, one love. Welcome to the chat, KD. All right, let's get it moving and grooving. How can I scroll?
Because you have to go to the actual
Oh, right here.
yeah.
All right. So, like I said, there are 13 grow zones
We don't have to read all
in
this.
the
We're just
United
talking
States.
about
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't bore the people.
All right, we ain't gonna bore y'all. So, boom. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. So,
Go to that one chart.
yeah, we can go to this here. All right, now you can go back to the other. Is that right here?
Yeah.
All right, so boom. Go ahead, baby. You can go ahead and show a little bit.
So zone 1 is cold. It ranges from -60 to -50. So that's like freezing. I don't even see how they grow anything there, but they do grow things there. Their first frost. So let's talk, what is the first frost and last frost? So
Mhm.
first frost is basically like going into fall, wintertime. That's the end of the season. That's when you want to stop growing your crops because the frost will kill your crops. And then the
Mhm.
last frost is the end of the season, the end of like like spring, entering springtime. And so that's when you want to start planting things. So some things you plant a couple weeks before your last frost, some things you plant after your frost. So it just depends on the crop, but basically that's what those things mean. So they have their season is basically from their first frost is August 25th. So that means that's when they stop planting. And their last frost, when they start planting, is around June 4th. So they get approximately June, July, and half of August to actually grow crops, which is still 3 months. Most things take about 3 months. So they can still grow some stuff. And if they have a greenhouse, they can grow longer. So this is mostly Alaska, it says.
Yeah, it's brisky, real brisky cold. But as you can see on the bottom, there is still some beautiful trees that still bear fruit, and so like there's some apple trees on there. Some what is that?
For
A fir.
it looks like mostly herbs because they're gonna need them because it's cold and they're gonna need these herbs to get through their winters.
Yeah, for real. Grows on 8 in the chat. Okay, you down there? You down? We're gonna get
We
there. We
we were in Grow Zone 8. I
oh
missed
yeah.
8. Yeah. Okay. 2. Or is there anything else you want to share about 1?
Let's see. There.
I
Yeah.
don't think many people live in 1, so
Yeah, you're right. A lot of people don't live in one, so y'all can go to this site as well later, and then you just go right here, and then go to Grow Zone 2, and we on. And we just working our way on down. Wow, this Alaska also, and so we ain't gonna spend too much time on this chart. You can grow damn near the same trees as
oh,
the same
apricots.
things, apricots as you see, European mountain ash,
Yeah,
pear
those are all
birch.
herbs.
Yeah. So
Ooh, fun fact, birch trees are my favorite trees.
if you don't know what a birch tree is, so basically a birch tree is kind of like a tree. It look like it's peeling, and it's pretty awesome. And they some of the fastest growing trees in America, probably around the world. They don't grow as fast as bamboo, but they're used a lot for firewoods and things in that sense. They're actually when you peel off the skin, it kind of looks like a fire starter. It's a good fire starter. It's kind of crunchy. It gets really dry. Boom, grow zone 3. And as you can see, these are the areas. Alaska, see, Alaska is pretty huge, and so it ranges from a lot of grow zones. So a lot. This one is Alaska, Colorado, Idaho, Maine, Minnesota, and so on and so forth. Y'all can see them right there. So it has a lot of places. First frost, last frost.
Yeah, their minimum temps is still -40 to
Freezing,
-30. That is pretty
freezing.
cold.
Yeah, that's bold. That's real bold.
I don't see how any tree survives in -40, but it says apple trees, sour cherry, so that's probably like the ones you gotta add a lot of sugar to.
Hmm.
Crab apples, who wants to eat those? Maple trees. Maple trees are
I know they got some. I know they got some real good maple syrup that's coming up out of there. That's for sure.
yeah. Grade A maple syrup, that's the good one.
Yeah, that's the nice and dark one. That's the good one. That's one was really good.
Oak trees.
Yeah, that's a good one. It do show. Well, we show y'all more things what they can grow in these areas when we get to like 4. Grow zone 4. Who in grow zone 4? Look at them beautiful trees. This one cold too. -20 to -30. The the first frost is from September 21st to October 7th.
He said they used to get a lot of crab apples in the A in Atlanta. Sour.
Yeah, very, very sour. Actually, if you think about it, I think a Granny Smith apple is a crab apple if you think about it, because Granny Smith apples are sour as well. I just think it's the labeling that changes the aspect of the apple. If they would have said Granny Smith apples instead of crab apples, we would have looked at them and viewed them as a whole kind of different apple. They might be good for a bacon. That's all I feel like.
I'm not gonna tell them what you said you used to do with the crab apples. I'm not gonna tell them.
Share, go ahead.
Nope, because it's not right. Zone 6, nice.
Yeah. So again, 1 through 4, Alaska is still stretching, and this go all the way down to Arizona, Colorado, Wyoming.
Arizona, that gotta be wrong.
No, this ain't wrong. The zone, it's a stretched out of zone. You feel me? Michigan, Minnesota, Oregon,
Arizona,
right there. Yes, Arizona, New Hampshire. It's a wide
New
span.
Mexico.
Yes, it stretches. You'll be surprised. A fun fact.
That means the map must be wrong, because you can't tell me that zone 4.
Yes, because it's like California. California's in multiple zones.
Yeah, well, California is huge and it stretches for the whole country. But
So
you're
is-
trying to tell me that actually this is created by people. I forgot. Anyway, next.
All right, but wait, let me show
Oh,
y'all.
we said you're gonna show
So one
me.
of the things that I wanted to show y'all, so it tells you on this site, so shows you the states, but I wanted to show y'all some of the things you can grow in this area. Cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, peppers, tomatoes, but these will have to be transplanted. And so basically what you'll have to do is you will have to start these plants indoor before the before probably like damn near like 5 or 6 weeks. With peppers, you got to start them 6 weeks. Here you go, right here. It says right here. The best regions for the wide variety of vegetables and flowers and trees, a thriving zone 4, the best for the most gardeners to start their seeds indoor 6 weeks before the last frost. So, and these are some other plants that you can grow.
You just look at the seed packet. This is too much.
It tells
look
you
at the seed packet, whatever seeds that you want to grow. Look at the back of them, and it'll give you the same USDA map, and it'll tell you your zone. It color codes it the same way. You look at your zone, and then it tells you when to plant it. It even gives you the exact dates on when to plant it. So basically, just look at the back of your seed packets. Get all your seeds. This is a perfect time right now, especially if you live in these zones. Get all your seeds that you want to plant for next year together. Then you look at the back of the seeds packets, and then you organize them based on when you should start planting each thing. And so that's a good thing to do right now when there's the off season.
I got some beets right here. So these are some beets right here. And then as you can see, right here, it got the zone on there. And then right to the left, right there, as you can see right here, right here, it's got the information on the back. And so this one says, and then they need full sun. It takes 59 days from seed to harvest because these are a root vegetable and you can sow these directly into the ground. You don't have to, you wouldn't transplant any vegetable or root vegetable that grows directly into the ground. And so
that's not true. You transplant onions.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're right. Onions, but seeds. It don't matter. Yeah, you can. That's true. Actually, ours were seedlings. Our tomato. I mean, onions. You right?
No, this year we planted the onions wrong. We planted them with the little whatever them things are called. The what are they called? Sets, onion sets.
Mm-hmm.
And remember I talked to the guy at the market who grew the big onions, and he said that you have to grow those from seed. Those little sets will only give you green onions.
That's what I just said. Seed.
But then you have to grow them from seed indoor and then transplant them outside because they take so long to grow.
Yeah. So yeah, look at
Don't
the
grow
back of.
your if you want big onions, don't grow them from onion sets because that does not work. We planted over 600 onion sets and we got all green onions.
That's
Maybe
true.
one or two that were bit like decent enough to cut up, but they were still really really small.
They were some good green onions though.
And it's because they're biannual, which means that they only produce seeds every 2 years. So that's why the second time around they're just focused on producing seeds, not growing big root vegetables. But anyway, we're off topic.
No, we ain't. It's about growing. I
I was
bet.
trying to show you the put what zone it was in. So like zone 4,
Where did those? I don't think those say
yeah,
zone.
it showed you on the map. It's color coded. This is about zone.
See,
This is
look.
like zone 4,
And look,
5, and 6.
look. Well, it ain't the same colors, but they do. They get color code this also. Look up at the top, brisky. The purple is, I believe, is snow. The yellow, I mean, the green is rain, and then
No, this is color coded right here on the side.
I know that, but I'm going off Ryan Hill and how they do the color codes.
Well, no, this color code is based off of this chart right here. So you look at the key.
Mm-hmm.
This is a key, and so these purple and pinks are right here. Only reason this one isn't on because it's Alaska, which is right here.
I get that. But you ain't getting what I'm saying.
Oh, you saying because it's
But
cold?
Let's
up
move
there.
on. Let's move on.
I'm so confused.
Let's move on. See, look, here go Alaska. It shows you all the regions that Alaska stretched from, all the way to 1, all the way to damn near 13.
What?
Yes.
So you're telling me there's a zone 13 in Alaska?
Yes, look, this is Alaska, right? Boom. This is from right here, from 1.
But 1 and 13 are the same color on that map.
I know that. This is just a black and white map, baby. This is showing you how far the region, how far the zones stretch. Because this area is a different location, this area, but it's still the same landmass.
Well, anyway, this is why it's important to know what zone that you are located in, because everybody else's zone don't matter. Only yours.
Exactly. All right, bet. Let's move on and get back on topic because now we're on zone 5. Who in zone 5? Tina, what's the word? We in zone 5 with it now. All right, bet. As you can see, this one covers a lot of states. Oh yeah, so we're in zone 5. We're in zone 5B, right?
We're like 5B/6A. We're like right on the
be a technical. We in 5A 6B/ZZBB. You feel me? But yeah, so we're in zone 5, 6. There we go.
Yeah.
So and these are all the other regions. I mean, all the states that are in the same ones. And so it get brisky cold here. -20. That's way too cold for life.
Like that's why we're not really in zone 5 because it's not getting -20 here.
Shit, it felt like it sometimes. It sure do feel like it. That's for sure. I don't get down with the cold.
Now in Michigan, it get negative. In East Lansing, it get -20.
Yeah.
It might get -40 there.
But a part of Michigan, yeah. So see, look, as you can see right here, so like a part of Michigan is still in the zone, so the zone stretch. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So the first frost in these areas, as we can see, October through the October 13th to 21st, and then the last frost would be April through the 30th. And so one of the things is you don't want to put your plants outside before the last frost because she could tell the story about our fruit trees when she heard about the last frost.
So basically, actually, what happened was it's been so like because the temperatures have been warming up, like the earth has been warming up, that the last frost was earlier than usual. So the trees started to grow leaves and everything. And then the frost happened. Another frost happened because it wasn't the actual last frost. It was like a trick. It got the trees got confused. The weather was confusing, and so then we didn't cover up our trees like the news was saying. Cover up your trees, cover up your tomatoes, everything. We didn't cover them up, and so then they got hit with that last frost, and they died. Only well, the apple tree made it.
Yeah, apple trees are very resilient,
All the
very
rest of
very
them died.
resilient.
Cherry died. Peach died. Plum died.
What we got to know is that the winters are becoming to a short, abrupt season. We are in the age of Aquarius, and so that cold stuff is Pisces. You feel me? We have left the Pisces age, and we're on to new and warmer experiences. So yeah, as you can see, maple trees, dogwood. Oh, dogwood, I believe is a good another firewood too. I was watching Lead Farmer, and it's damn near like a fire starter. Very good fire starter. Pawpaws. If y'all haven't had a pawpaw, it's kind of like a northern banana, northern mango. Fire, so fire. We got some. We got some this season. This little boy harvested them that we bought them off Facebook, and we got the seeds there. There's a like a park not too far from us, and we're gonna go plant some over there.
Yeah, and a nice lady at the farmers market. She actually plants a lot of native plants, a lot of native plants. And we went to visit her farm to
Oh yeah,
buy
yeah,
some watermelons from her, and she gave us a couple of pawpaws.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's pretty warm here too. Like for it to be December is like it was cold and then it got back warm again. Like it's supposed to be like 58 next week. That is unheard of
And
here.
you said it, KD. Winter is almost over. We only need a cold enough time for the trees and the plants to go dormant is because they need that, to rest and rejuvenate and to grab those new root structures. But other than that, it doesn't need to get brisky cold out, and it for sure don't need the snow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, winter's almost over.
And these frost dates, these are kind of like, I'm gonna say that these are not 100% accurate.
Hmm.
And the reason I know this is because we already did one season under our belt, and I remember I followed these kind of dates. But what I learned was that I needed to follow the old Farmanac. It's a book. It's called the Old Farmanac. It comes out every year. It's a new edition,
Hmm.
and it has the actual first and last frost dates that you should follow because they average it from like the last however many years, and so it accommodates the changing weather, and so
Hmm.
that's the one that you should actually follow. They also have a free website. It's just type in Old Farmers Almanac on Google and it'll give you the same kind of resources, but I like the book because it's right there and you can just open it whenever you want to. And they list like a bunch of different fruits and vegetables, and it tells you like the date that you should plant it and the last date you can plant it and when you should harvest it.
It's a good resource. Another way to find out if it's your last frost. Let me ask y'all a question. What is the first plant that sprouts in the spring? I'm gonna say New Year. That's because that's the New Year. When the dandelions hit, you know that it's time. When them dandelions start busting out in the front of the yard and all across the land, you know it's time to get moving and grooving because those are some of the first plants and flowers that start to bloom because they're a lot of food for a lot of the butterflies, bees, and so on and so forth. And so you see dandelions, it's time to move and groove. It's time to get to growing. Ain't no time to drag your feet. All right, so that's Grow Zone 5. Oh yeah, let me show y'all what y'all. Go ahead, baby.
It's pretty much the same stuff as the last.
Actually, that's true. That's true.
You can
That's
you
true.
can do a lot of cool cold crops.
Here y'all go. Bop, 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 bop. As it say, transplant your plants for the last day before. Um, yeah, we ain't gonna say that, but yeah, y'all can read that right there. Boom. It's very important to make sure you do not plant your plants too early, is because it's gonna be a long growing season if you do. You don't want to do that. You got to be patient. Garden is about patience because they grow when they're ready to grow.
And one thing I learned about zone 5/6 is that the prime time is August. You would think it would be
Be
July,
hitting. Mm-hmm.
but that July is mostly when you see the plants first start coming up and getting bigger.
August is prime time. That's when you get busy out there harvesting stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
like if you planted something in May and you like, where's my stuff? And it's July, don't worry until August.
That's for sure. And like this, one thing I know that we're gonna have abundance of, and it's gonna be so delicious and so fruitful, is gonna be our melons. I'm gonna make sure that our melons are so prosperous and so abundant that, oh, I'm telling y'all, if y'all ever come to Arizona, if y'all come to Ohio, make sure y'all reach out to us so y'all can pull up to the Garden of Trees farm and come try some of these melons. Ask Martina, she in the chat right now. Ask her how them tomatoes was hitting. Them tomatoes wasn't no joke. And our compost this season is on a whole nother level. And so each season we just get, we just build and get better and better and as we grow. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be pronto. Pronto. So yeah.
Zone 6. So now we're just getting a little warmer. And
Y'all see
same stuff really.
fire.
Zones, that's why zone 6 and zone 5 are pretty similar, but I can say with fruit trees, zone 6 is where it's the cutoff. So like certain apple trees don't grow it like in zones. Well, apple trees is a little different. I would say more like banana trees. So there's a such thing as a cold hardy banana tree.
Mm-hmm.
And cold hardy banana trees will not grow above zone 6. But in zone 6, they can grow. You just have to, what we watched our neighbors do is chop them down and cover them up with like mulch and everything. And then they'll regrow the next season. I don't know how successful that is with growing actual fruit, but we did see their banana trees last year and they were big.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's cold hardy avocado trees. That's the same thing. You can't grow it above zone 6. So zone 6 is where you start to be able to grow more of these tropical trees. And that's why I say we are like on the borderline because we still bring our tropical trees inside and everything. I think if you were above zone 6, if you had a big enough greenhouse, you could grow these things.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you definitely
But
can.
I'm saying like just natural outside.
Oh,
No, you would need to mulch them, bring them inside, those kind of things.
So yeah, this is like we said, this is zone 6. As you can see, it's getting warmer, only -10 to 0, and that's still far too cold. 0 is good enough. I don't know why they do 0. It's just like the 0, just being Celsius. They got to get all weird. First frost, October 17th to the 31st, and the last frost, April 1st to April 21st. And so like she was saying earlier, it all varies, and you just gotta pay attention to your grow zone, the old almanac book, but also just
the news is helpful too. Like I know people don't watch the news, but they were helpful last year. I just didn't listen to them. They straight up said it was a guy standing outside. He was actually at a farm and he was showing all the farmers covering up all the tomatoes. And he was like, if you have tomatoes and fruit trees, get out there and cover them up. There's a frost coming. But I was just like, they'll be all right.
Gotta follow your fellow gardeners. If your fellow gardeners are doing it in your area, you might want to follow suit, especially if they've been doing it longer. That's for sure. That's one of the good things about gardening is connecting with other gardeners. Well, like we said, we know that's the same things that's growing. Connecting with gardeners is one of the best things you can do. All right, zone 7, we getting warm. We heating up. All right. Boom. This one cover a lot of state. Look at that. 0 to 10 degrees. Now that right there, that's nice.
That's still cold.
You trying to heat it up for real. You see they got some berry trees, some peach trees, elm trees.
Berry trees.
Yeah, I wonder if the berry tree, well, is a berry a bush or a bush a tree? Who knows?
It's a bush.
All right.
Unless it's like the ones that are really, really tall, like the blueberry, elderberry. That's a tree.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got an elderberry. We actually got some dehydrated elderberries, but we do have an elderberry tree. It's a York elderberry. She out there doing really well, really, really well. So if you're in any of these locations, you are considered zone 7. But like we said before, you can be in multiple zones, and depending on where you at, is dependent on what you can grow. You know what I'm saying? So this is zone 7 and first frost, there it is, and the last
Look
frost.
at that, November 15th. They can plant all the way through November, and then they can start in March. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's crispy. That's a great see that window. That window was very beautiful. I feel like this may be one of the most, as in 7, as in the number 7, as in rebirth, rejuvenation. You know what I'm saying? So that number 7 is prior is the prime location. 777.
But that 0 to 10 degrees, that's not prime. So I don't know about that. I gotta go a little bit lower.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. But it's a big space. It's a big window. Got them. So yeah, you can grow. Yeah, you can grow a lot of stuff in that area. All right, let's look at this map. So zone 7. So if we was look at that, we just bring it over here.
It's the light green and the light
Yeah.
yellow.
So you damn near in the middle of the land.
It's still snow there.
Yeah, it's still snow there. All right, zone 8. Who in zone 8? If you in zone 8, if you are in zone 8, let us know.
That's my favorite zone.
And let us know what you're growing if you are in zone 8. If you in zone 8, let us know. And what are you growing? What is one? Just share one thing that you're growing. Okay, got a lot of elderberry trees. That's lit. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Ooh, fig trees.
Oh, we had our first fresh figs off of the trees this season, and now I promise you, it is my favorite fruit. Marley was snatching them out my hand; they were so good.
She snatched them off the tree.
She
in the
did.
Front.
Oh, actually, she did. I told her I wasn't ready the day before. The next day, she wasn't having it. She just yanked it off and ate it straight up. It was amazing. And think about this: I haven't. If we're just gonna speak of age, but we really don't do the age things, but I haven't had a fresh fig in my life until the age of 29. And Marley experienced it in her early ages. Ain't that amazing? Just wow, it's amazing. And we got two fig trees.
Yeah, we got 2 fig trees. So we have a cold hardy fig.
Chicago fig.
It's called Chicago fig, but you still have to bring it inside.
Yeah,
you can't. It's still too cold
to
leave it outside. But in zone 8, you can leave your fig trees outside and your olive trees.
So bad. If you in zone 8, we're gonna be making some cuts for our fig trees. Let us know so we can get y'all some fig trees.
Go to Tree of Treatz on our website.
Yep.
And fill it out and put a fig tree.
Put a fig in there.
And then we'll send you a cutting.
They're gonna be that's probably one of the most, actually, if I'll give you a list of my top 3 that I'm excited for this growing season: figs, melons, and cucumbers.
I'm gonna go peaches, because we got a beautiful big peach tree right there.
Hitting.
Peaches, definitely melons.
Yeah.
You said just still some Jubilee watermelon seeds somewhere hiding.
Jubilee, some of them gonna be hitting.
That's what I'm ready for.
We're about to go to Florida soon, so we're about to grab some of them. We're gonna go to the farmers market down there and see if they got some good watermelon seeds.
I don't know what my last one will be, because our pawpaw trees aren't big enough. But I'm excited to get some pawpaws from the community.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. We gotta go. That's one thing we gotta do. We gotta do that by the end of this week. We gotta go plant those pawpaws in this forest, because pawpaws, they like shaded areas.
And water.
Shaded water areas. They like a lot of water. They skinny trees. They slim, you know what I'm saying? They slim, tall, 40, 50-foot trees. And they don't like to be out full sun. Our field is full sun. They got waxed. And so they like damn near turned to ash.
Oh, and so zone 8 is special because that's where we learned how to really do all of this stuff.
But I would say this is wrong because when we was first there, it was freezing cold.
10 to 20. It didn't get below 10.
That time in it when we stand in San Antonio, it was freezing cold.
A lot of fruit trees. Ooh, apples, peaches, avocados, cherries. Yes, that's amazing. Congratulations.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's fire. That's real fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, this zone, as you can see,
we have an olive tree from this zone.
Actually, we do. The olive tree leaves is still busting. That's one thing I got to look up because all trees do need to go dormant. But this olive tree still.
I don't think it ever went dormant. It didn't go dormant. Actually, did it go dormant last year?
It may have, because I don't know if it made any leaves on there. I thought that was real player to have a olive tree. Just listen to that. I love tree. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard.
Oh yeah, another thing, you can plant lemons and limes
Oh, we
and
got a lot. Yeah,
oranges
yeah, yeah.
in this zone because we got them from there, but you have to cover them up in the winter. That's one thing that I did see a lot of the people in the area doing. They covered them with blankets. So yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
but you can leave them outside. Here we bring in our lemon trees and our lime trees.
It produced a lot of lemons this season too. It probably at least 13, at least 13 of them.
They take a long time to grow though.
They do. But this season it may be more. It may be more. Zone 9. We getting we getting hot now.
It's interesting that it say pear tree because you can grow pear trees here.
Yeah. As you can see, like the pear tree has adapted to a lot of regions. And so that's one of the good things about these fruit trees. That's why
This
fruit
is the
trees,
temperature I'm talking about. 20 to 30 minimum.
yeah, that's light. You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's
nice.
real
And you
light.
can play until December and start in February. See, that's my kind of break. I need a break, but I don't need a long break. Like I like to do things. I like to keep my hands busy. So December, January, and then start back in February. That's 2 months off. I like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, that's a quick turnaround. So that mean you gotta have your seedlings going damn near. Oh,
You can plant your seedlings in the ground.
yeah, that's true.
February, that's enough time to grow things. Only reason we have to start transplants is because we don't have enough time. Because like an onion, it takes like 180 days. So
Yeah,
we don't have enough warm temperatures to grow it for that long. So we have to start it inside. But they have enough long temperatures. They can just plant seeds right outside.
that's true. That's true. That's true. Make sure y'all like the video. Quick pause for a second. Make sure y'all like the video. Like the video, like the video, like the video, so we can fix this algorithm so they can show us some love.
Oh, palm trees. That's where they start coming in.
Oh, palm
So,
trees. Oh yeah. You can grow palm trees straight from the you can drop it in a bucket of water, see if it sprout up. We on 10, right?
mhm.
All right, let's do it. Zone 10. Where you at? Look. Oh, this Hawaii. Yeah, that's Hawaii. All right, bet. All right, zone 10. As you can see, we shrinking. We shrinking. A lot less places. We got Arizona. We got California, Florida, Hawaii, Louisiana, Nevada, and Texas. It's getting
That
all out.
must be South Texas.
Man, probably one of the hottest places I ever been. Probably is Arizona. That's true. That's real life of a desert. It's so hot. It's so hot. I actually seen a side of the road wildfire straight up. It was hot. It was hot as a mug. Queen palm,
Palm
figs.
trees.
I bet
Especially.
I know for a fact. I know the figs in these areas probably super, super, super sweet. They probably super sweet. I know they delicious. 30 to 40 degrees.
It's interesting they didn't have fig trees for sale in Texas like commonly.
That's true.
They mostly had oranges, limes, lemons.
Mm-hmm.
The olive tree, that was rare.
Yeah, the olive tree was a hit. I had to go back and get that. I grabbed that right before we slid up out of there. All right. Let's go to the next one. Zone.
It says frost dates are rare. Hold on. That means they don't even have a frost. They plant all year round.
You gotta pay attention. Frost might come up and get you. Might come up and get you. But yeah, that's crazy. No frost. You just sweat all year. You just sweat all year.
This is where our pineapples and stuff come from.
Wow, minimum temperatures 40 to 50. No frost dates. Look at no frost dates. We outside shirt off all
Oh,
season.
eucalyptus tree.
Oh, we had a eucalyptus is the one, the oil
That's probably
tree.
why it died. It likes to be hot.
It ain't hot enough. Hey, it ain't hot enough here for that. That's for sure. They say no frost dates. We got a big frost day. It's frosty right now. California, Florida, Hawaii. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Hot though. Real hot.
But the problem with this is, since it's so hot, you probably can't plant cold crops
We're about to see.
like cauliflower and all that kind of stuff. Wait, go back up. It says it right there. They should be planted around late fall and early winter.
Okay.
So you can just you
Oh
gotta
yeah.
be sure to watch when you plant them.
Wait, oh,
But
that's
like
okra.
stuff will burn up. That's one thing that happened in Texas. Some of our stuff really burnt up. Our apple tree, we had a Fuji apple tree.
Oh
It
yeah.
burnt up from the hot weather. We went out of town
It turned into crisp apples.
and came back to a burnt up apple tree.
Yeah, it was toasty.
And we put water, like we had it like actually on like a rotation of how often to get water, everything. It's still burnt up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Zone 12, 50 to 60, no frost dates, and trees.
Oh, this is where dragon fruits probably come.
Oh, dragon tree, that's lit. Dragon fruits are amazing, especially the golden dragon fruits. Those are so good. Yellow golden, whatever you want to call them, they're delicious.
Yeah, they'll clean you out.
Good detoxer. It'll get you right. It'll get you right, right,
And they
right.
taste good though.
So yeah, this depending what certain things you can grow in these areas, because like she was stating earlier that a lot of things will fry. And that's why I feel like that's why a lot of these places, like that's a lot of the hot places. Like I feel California, Arizona, and all these places wouldn't be as hot if the trees were there to do what they're supposed to do and provide that.
Yeah, like Jamaica. It's hot in Jamaica, but they have so many trees and mountains that
exactly
it just
get that precipitation, make it still moist out, and so the air isn't so dry. You know what I'm saying? And so you can still feel the water within the air, and so the plant still can just drink from the air, and then also the roots still have some water into the soil. But in Arizona, it's so damn near ain't no trees. It's just so dry that shit. You scrape your dry foot on the ground, you're gonna start a fire. You're gonna start a fire. Terrible. That's why we plant trees. Tree of treats.
I wonder what zone. Oh, well, this is U.S.
Yeah, this
So
is
I
the
wonder-
U.S. You just count it wherever you going.
I'm just saying Jamaica. I wonder like
Oh, Jamaica.
what range they.
They
would be in.
17. Oh, actually, they probably it probably would vary because, like you said, they got they got that tropical.
This is only Hawaii.
Only Hawaii, Lulu. We don't
Oh, the
know,
minimum temperature in Hawaii is 60 to 70.
right? Ain't that crazy?
Take me there.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So 60 to 70, no frost dates, Hawaii, and then again, lots of trees. They want to plant trees.
Oh, Hawaii is where the Dole farm is. One of the Dole farms is in Hawaii, so that's where bananas come from, pineapples,
Okay.
probably some mangoes there.
Okay. Amazon tree grape. Interesting. I wonder if that got big giant grapes on them. Grapes that look like avocados. That'd be sweet. That's amazing.
So yeah, that's the last zone.
That is the last zone. So yeah, hopefully y'all figured out what zone y'all in. And y'all also can go to this website to figure out what zone y'all in also and figure out what you want to go. And make sure you don't grow it too early or too late. But the main thing is to make sure that you just to get growing. You feel me? And the other thing we wanted to share with y'all is
Oh, and word of advice is that you just have to try it out. Like there's only so much advice you can listen to. At some point, you just got to plant the seed and then see what happens. Like this year, we just planted seeds, see what happened. Then you fix it for the next time. Because nothing's going to be perfect. The weather's going to do what it wants to do. So
exactly.
You just learn from experience.
Got to get growing. That's the only main thing. Like she said, get growing, figure out what works for you. And also grow things that you like. Don't grow things that you're not going to eat. That's the easiest way to participate and be active in your growing experience and your journey is to grow foods that you actually enjoy eating. And we actually enjoy eating melons, cucumbers, and things, and that okra. You know what I'm saying? What else we got? Let's go. Sweet potatoes, onions, all the fruit trees, peppers.
Like you grow your staples. So like at the staples of anything, for me at least, because when I cook, I always use onions, garlic, peppers. Those are like staples. A lot of people use tomatoes. I don't use that many tomatoes, but we make pasta sauce. So tomatoes is key.
Yeah.
And then, so those are like key staples. Carrots, a soup mix, celery, carrots, onions. That's a soup mix. So those things. So you grow the staples, and then things that you like you said, melons. You plant some fruit trees for some peaches,
Yeah.
pears, and the stuff is going to taste so much better than what you're used to, that you kind of like get addicted to growing the stuff, because you like, I want that same melon I had before, and I know the grocery store is not going to have that melon because I grew it, so I need to grow it again.
And they also gonna look different. You got to get used to these fruits and vegetables and these different things that you're growing. They're gonna look different from the store. They might be smaller, they might be bigger sometimes, but the majority they're smaller, and they don't look as pretty as sometimes. They're like, we got some carrots, and some of the carrots like this big, like little chode carrots. You feel me? Some of them are in there. Some of them are super fat. We still got some carrots out there right now that we can harvest. And then also with those things, we can cut those. Actually, we can cut those carrots up and freeze them, because we may be making like stir fry and things in that sense. And so that's something that we can do within the next couple of weeks, and get some of the carrots to freeze them up and to make things storable. And so the goal is to become self-sustainable a little bit more each day at a time. And so we're not 100% self-sustainable, but becoming more self-sustainable as we grow along this journey. And so, eventually we'll be all the way there. And so connecting with individuals like y'all and also other farmers to see what works for us, and, to implement it into our lifestyles.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Another good one that we grow is a lot of is beans. So like green beans, especially, you can can those, but also like dry beans. So like red beans, pinto beans, black beans, chickpeas, all those kind of things. You can grow those, and then the time that you harvest them is when they're dried, and then so you can just store those in bags, and they preserve forever basically, because they're dry until you soak them.
Make sure you got a lot of nephews and nieces and little cousins who can come over and harvest those for you, because if you don't got the machines like these big farms got to scrape them up, they're gonna have to get down there and pick them individually. And so that's when you want to have the children around to learn about the agriculture, so they can respect these plants and know that this little bit of bean produced this many beans, but you got to harvest it in order to eat it. And so get them out here, take their shoes off, get their hands dirty, get your feet in the mud. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
So should come get the carrots.
You feel me?
We got a lot of them.
Pull up. You know where we at. Pull up on us. Come get some of these carrots. We got a lot of them out there, so we definitely got to go grab some. We got purple carrots, but we haven't dug up the lucky carrot yet. So we be out there just digging up carrots and harvesting the carrots and trying to find the purple ones. We found some white ones, some yellow ones, and the orange ones. Purple to come.
Yep. And then what's another good idea of something to grow? Potatoes are good because they store really well.
Potatoes, yeah. Potatoes. What else?
Don't plant unless you want to get pollinators or you're just trying to learn how to grow squash. Nobody's gonna eat squash. I mean, some people might, but who eats it?
But one of the things about squash, they grow quick and they get them flowers busting quick, and them bees, butterflies, and ladybugs, they be over there. So
I like them because it tells you like, okay, I'm doing something right. It's like a good satisfying plant to grow because it grows so fast, and then you see your fruit, and then actually it's like, oh, I did it.
I ain't gonna hold you up. Bigger than this bottle. I'm talking like this.
But those are the nasty ones. Don't get those. The small one, the baby ones are the ones that you want to eat.
Like this big. You know what I'm saying? Like
same with okra.
A little bit smaller than your hand. Yeah.
Do not go eat that hard, woody okra. It is not good for you. You use it as a Christmas ornament.
Yeah, for real. So yeah. But yeah, I would say, even if you don't eat squash, grow you some squash, because it's gonna be so awesome for you to see that squash actually growing. Like, oh, look at this. I got a green thumb. It'd be cool. Yeah. So that'll be sweet. That'll be real sweet. Like the video. Subscribe to the video. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, and tell all of the above. And so this is the next thing we want to share with y'all. And so this is you can Google this. This is Find a Spring.
.org.
Findaspring.org. You know what I'm saying? And so .org is just stating that it's a a nonprofit organization that does provides a service for those in the community and those across the land. So anytime you see a .org, more than likely they're trying to do something to help themselves and also help those who participate in their mission. And so, yeah, these are fresh springs that
You gotta
I
go
can't
to.
zoom in, but this is your area, and so wherever you locate. All right, so somebody said 8, so that's like Georgia. Let's go to Georgia. And so if we was to go to Georgia, all right, let me zoom in. My bad, y'all. So boom. All right, let's go to there. It is. Let's click this one right here. You click this one, and it say Gap Spring. You can click it, and it'll show you where it's at. And some people be in here commenting. All right, look. So this one was actually a spring that they got water coming out.
And you just take your bottles
Yep.
and you fill your bottles.
Yep. And then you can go down here.
It's spring water.
Oh, they got a lot of pictures. Look at that. Boom, right there. Let's see. Can we play this? That real fresh drip. And let's see.
It tell you like people comment and tell you exactly like
Yeah.
where it's located. They give you advice. They tell you if the water like there was one we saw in Florida. They said the water's no longer good because they started phosphate mining there.
Oh, yep.
So like, and then so it's color coded. It show you which ones are free, which ones are paid, and then it tells you if it's a hot spring or not. And there's very few hot springs on here.
Exactly. And so where y'all want us to look? Give us somewhere to look, and we'll click on it for y'all. So yeah, these are all the hot springs, not all, but all the springs that you can visit throughout the country, and there's a lot of them. And so it's definitely a good source to know where you can find fresh water, just in case that they call on a planned scandemic again, and you need to get some water. Or a lot of the city waters are contaminated with toxins, and so.
And this is spring water; it got natural minerals in it.
Cell fuel.
And I think it's just cool to go look at. I can't wait to go look at one. I think it's cool to go look at the natural water coming out. But also, some of these are located on people's property, so really, really pay attention to read and pay attention to what it says on there. Because some people will let you come on their property and get it, but I recommend looking at the comments, seeing what they said, because like I said, the water might not be good anymore, or it might not be dripping anymore. So definitely this is a great resource.
A very, very great resource. So yeah, find a spring. And it's always good. So like, let's say wherever you travel to, you know what I'm saying, map out a couple of springs that you know where they at, write them down, have them in your notes, put them on paper. It's just good things to always be prepared, so you don't have to get prepared for whatever's to come, just to have them. It's a fun thing to do.
Yeah, you can just go visit them, because a lot of them are at like nature parks, so you can go on a trail when you're out of town, go on a trail somewhere, go look at the hot spring, or go what we learned is you don't necessarily drink hot spring water. You drink it for like a detox, a little bit of it if you want to detox, but it's mostly for like bathing in and like being in a spa kind of. So
it'd be real, real nice to do. I definitely want to take a dip in the hot spring.
Oh, let's show y'all a cool one since no one commented about
like Uncle Iro off of. Hey, hit refresh real quick on it. I don't know if one of those videos are loading and it's messing up our video.
All right, let's see. The one I wanted to show you. Coral Springs. It's in Florida. This is outside of it.
Yeah, this is pretty dope.
This is the picture I wanted to show.
Look at that.
So this is like just a swimming hot spring.
Yeah, that's crazy. It looks so deep. It look like water inside of water.
It's a sinkhole that filled with water from a spring.
That's so crispy. Definitely want to go swimming in that. Would y'all jump in? I would jump in. I would get in. I would for sure get in. Look at it. It look crazy.
All right, what's the assignment for next week?
The assignment for next week is, I would say, what plants are. Let us know what plants that y'all are going to start seedlings for when it's time. Let us know
One thing that you're gonna grow next
yeah,
year.
let us know one thing you're gonna grow is because preparation is key. Preparation is key. You gotta
And make sure you have the seeds for it. Don't come in here telling us I'm gonna grow sugar baby watermelons next year and you don't even got the seeds yet. I want you to have the seeds.
yeah,
when
get
you
the
tell
seeds,
us
get the
what you've grown.
seeds, get the seeds. And if you're gonna grow peppers, tomatoes, or something like that, just go to the grocery store, get you a pepper, tomato, and save the seeds. You feel me? Save the seeds. Seeds
Yeah,
serve
free
you.
seeds.
Exactly. Free seeds is definitely the way to go. Always and forever.
Yeah. And if you need seeds,
We got you on seeds. That's why we the seed server.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hit the website, lovealwaysfoundation.org. Browse the site, share the site, and see what we got going on. And yeah, it's some dope things on there. And if y'all need seeds, we got the seeds that you need to fulfill your needs. You feel me? So yeah. Got anything else, baby?
No.
All right. Just remember, all is mental and mental is mind. You are a divine and abundant being, and all that you need is within. Nothing that you need is without of you. And just know that you are amazing and you are impeccable. And we thank y'all for coming by the Garden of Treats. I ain't got no issues. But yeah, just remember y'all abundant. You're an amazing being. You are impeccable. You are celestial. And you can do anything that you put your mind to because remember, all is mental and mental is all mind. Y'all have a wonderful day. And pull up next week at 9 o'clock. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your auntie, like the video, tell your cousins, tell your baby mama, tell your baby daddy, and come over. Tell her come over, have a good time because the best man is a family man. The best woman is a family woman. Y'all feel me? All right, give me a kiss. We out.